Hi, the topic is Analysis of Tuning Project. We are group number 9. Our task objective is discuss our understanding about the tuning impact in Latin American research and the relationship with the competency-based learning study in class. The main purpose of the research. The general purpose was to explore the effect of the two tuning Latin American projects in the School of Ten People. In order to achieve that, it is important to consider three important elements. The first one is try to identify institutions. The second, centralize impact evaluation. And the last one, collect data on the status of the implementation on a competency-based student-centered approach.
Identify the three evaluation questions. Well, the first question is, what is the general picture of the implementation of a competence-based student-centered approach in participating in Latin American university? The second question is, which participating institutions succeeded in implementing the competence-based student-centered approach at the level of at least one first cycle degree program, as opposed to case of literal A implementing the approach in single courses within a degree program, or literal B implementing certain aspect of this approach, whether in separate department or at the level of the whole university? And the last one is, what difficulties have been experienced by those actively trying to implement a competence-based student-centered approach?
The purpose from stage 1 with the aim of obtaining an answer to the first question about and identifying possible cases of successful implementation. The second stage further explored the successful cases identifying as well as the answer to question 3 about the third stage finally will focus on a small number of success story implementation and explore them in more detail. This article reports on stage 1 and 2 that had already been complete. The third stage will take place in the near future and will be discussed in the future.
In here can be inferred that the total of 133 higher education institutions reported notable changes in at least one subject area. Of the 5 methodological aspects implemented, only 91.7%, but the percentage is reduced when implementing the 5 aspects, since only 46.6% of the universities have implemented tuning in at least one subject area.
In stage 2 findings, tables 2 and 3 represents to what extent the implementation of this approach has effectively impacted on the subject regarding autonomy in teaching and evaluation methods to be used, and the difficulties faced such as the financial support, resistance, and complexity due to the lack of preparation from teachers and academic executives. Equally important, it is the students' workload estimation in Table 4. However, it was found out that just 10% of the students were asked about the workload.
The attitude toward the competence-based student-centered approach, according to Table 5 and 6, we can perceive how the competence-based student-centered approach influences the teaching and learning process. Competence-based and content-based approaches further confirm the majority of respondents from both groups attributed considerably greater merit to the competence-based approach on all of the parameters included in the questionnaire.
Okay, as this research deals directly with the conditions necessary for successful implementation of a competence-based and student approach at the institutional, teaching, learning, and assessment level, and the student's performance as well, it is clear that there is a strong relationship with the competency-based learning that we previously studied in classes, since it relies on the student's performance and its demonstration by developing new abilities, values, or attitudes that are observable, such as in the behaviorism theory, towards the desired learning outcomes at the end of the course. And of course, for this to be successful, there has to be a change in the curriculum, which is remarkably presented in the findings of this research. From the traditional content-based approach to a more student-centered approach, by redesigning the curricula, study programs, plans that not only improves teaching, learning, or assessment methods, but also provides the students with a more personalized learning opportunity. And that's it. Thank you.